Hi, everybody. This is Pam. I want to take you through how I created this piece called Muse Contemplating. I originally created an AI piece that looks like this. And as you can see, this is the original. I created in Deep Dream Generator using the prompt, "My mind is full of clutter and my heart is full of discouragement. My muse is stuck." And I started with a Wombo creation, which this is not. And then I started a text to dream with the base image twice. So I used this was the last and previous image that I used as a base image, and I ended up with this, but it took me 3 or 4 tries to get there. So these were my modifiers, and I stopped here. I really liked her hair. I liked the background. I liked the fabric. I like her stance. I like the flow of it all. But AI creating images is not a perfect art. And there's two pairs of eyes right here, one looking and one looking down. Her mouth is skewed and not looking well. The hand, this is one of the better ones. A lot of times the hand will have 8, 10 fingers on one hand, or there'll be multiple arms. So this one wasn't bad, but it needed fixing, and I really liked it. So that's when I decided that I was going to bring this over into Photoshop, and I ended up with this. You see, the colors are deeper and much different, yet the same. So what I ended up doing is I took, oh goodness, I have too many of these open. I decided, I tried to expand the background first, and it didn't work very well. So I ended up hand painting and trying to replicate the background all by itself. And this is what you see here. So then let me just show you the model that I ended up using. So I used this model's face and I used her hand. And so this is what I normally do. I piece together different photographs to make my pictures. This time I actually did some painting. So here we go. There's the painting that I finished. I can show you all the different methods I took getting there. And we don't need that. So here's the piece where I started to expand. And I wanted this back there. I needed this in the background so I would continue to have some of this flow to take up wherever I didn't paint. And so then I had created this bottom piece. See, I took it, I made it bigger, expanded it up. So that one was just a copy and enlargement. Then I started painting this, and I used paintbrushes as well as a smudge tool to help get where I needed to be. And I kept adding. So see, these pieces here were after other layers so that I could clean up whatever I missed when I was painting. This background painting took off and on several days to get where I needed to be. And so it just kept adding and all these different layers trying to create this background and then taking some of my paintings or some different parts and copying and pasting, overlaying, creating, smudging so that I have my background. So then I then brought in the original piece again, um, and basically I want to disable the mask. There's the piece that I brought back in, and then I masked out a lot of the stuff that I didn't want. I loved her hair. I absolutely loved it. So then I brought in the face, and then I had to change and make a hue saturation adjustment to that face so that it kind of blended in better. And I ended up painting her face. And that takes time because faces have so many different colors and shadows and stuff in it that it's very minute and tedious thing to do. So then I liked her hair, but I started creating her hair and making more hair, adjusting her earring, giving it a shine, more hair. So I'm doing lights and darks, trying to make it look better, but yet painting. So this is actually my first time actually painting anything. Usually it's just bringing in and blending different photographs. So I kept working on her body because I knew I was going to bring in another hand and working with all the different shapes and layers and shadows. And then I brought in the hand. Well, obviously it's the wrong color. So again, another hue saturation and then some brightness and contrast so I could make it look a little more realistic. And then, I'm still doing finessing on her face, working on different parts of her to make it more cohesive. And then I do a brightness contrast to the whole picture. I will take it off, turn it back in. I wanted it a little more bright. I wanted it a little more vivid. So I did a whole over, and then I did another brightness contrast, but this one just to her face because I wanted to highlight her face. I want your eyes drawn to her face. I did color lookup, which pushed it into more darks and contrasts. And then I did another lookup it was a copy of the same one. So I did it twice, really pushing it to the next level. And that was it. I added my name and I was done. Um, like I said, it's the first time I've done so much painting, and all that was really left of the um, AI part is all of this here and most all of this here. And I painted the rest, and I really was happy with it. So there you go, and hope to show you some of my work in the same way again.